Hello my dear students, it's me again. How have you been? In this video I'd like to start with something funny that we usually do at the beginning of every session. It is tongue twister. As you know, tongue twisters are a great way of practicing pronunciation and fluency. Okay, here is our tongue twister. If a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose? Here are photos of dogs chewing shoes. Can you please say this tongue twister 3 times, getting faster at each time? Okay, this is your tongue twister. I want you to make a video of yourself, an audio file, and try to share it in the group. As you know, the topic of our unit 6 is about food and drink. Okay, as a review, I want you to answer this question about your eating habits. So, what do you usually have for breakfast and lunch? This is an example. This is about myself. For breakfast, I have some bread, coffee, and fruit. So try to talk about yourself. Tell us what are your eating habits. What do you have for breakfast? What do you have for lunch? And what do you have for dinner? We will begin our lesson with the skill of reading. So let's start with these questions. Look at the photos and say which countries, the questions here, which countries or parts of the world do you think the photos show? What kind of food do you think people eat there? So these are the photos. Try to look at these photos. And here we have food. Say, where are these people from? And what food do they eat? So these are the photos here. Okay. Okay, I think in order to answer these questions, you should use the language of giving opinion. That's why you should go to the page 39, of course, in your student's book, exactly the useful language box, and try to use these expressions or the expressions like I think, in my opinion, for me, and so on. Later or after that, try to read the article quickly, this article, and check if the ideas or your ideas you give or you gave in your answers to the questions above are mentioned here. Okay, so we are going to read this article quickly and check your answers to the question number 1. So this is the title of this article, Healthy Diet Around the World. So healthy diets around the world. So the word here, diet, in this article means the food we eat regularly. It means we eat a lot. It doesn't mean a special food plan designed to help lose weight. Okay, so let's move on to answer the other questions. So number 2, read the article again. You are going to read the article again and match the statements 1, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on with diets A, C. Okay, let's do number 1 as an example. So number 1, they eat a lot of fish. So the answer for this is A, the part A. Okay, the part A. Then when you finish exercise number 3, try to do the exercise number 2. Move to do the exercise number 3. Try to work in pairs and discuss. But for you are going to work individually and try to answer these questions here. What are your favorite types of food? Which food don't you like? So in order to answer these questions, you should start with my favorite types of food are for example, pizza, chicken, and so on. But I don't like, and give the food that you don't like. Okay, so here this is the article. So try to read the article carefully and answer the questions. Okay, I believe that the more you practice reading aloud, the better your pronunciation will be. So try to choose one of this article, choose one part, maybe part A, B, or C, and then try to read it aloud and put your audio file in the group. That's all. Let's move on to talk about another component, which is vocabulary. So this is the component of vocabulary. Here in this exercise, you are going to match the words in box A with the words in box B to make word pairs, which means all the words from the box or the first box here, for box A, can be paired with the word from the second box with the and. So as you can see here, and is in the middle. So these words should be paired with the and. Should put and in the middle here. Okay, so please try to complete the rest of the word pairs, then listen and check your answers. Okay. So let's listen and check the answers. Here is the listening.
Unit 6, recording 3. Fruit and vegetables. Herbs and spices. Knife and fork. Salt and pepper. Bread and butter. Fish and chips. Sweet and sour. Tea and coffee. Food and drink.
Okay, there is an important thing that I want you to pay attention to is the word, is the order of these word pairs. So they are used in this order, like the example we have got here, fruit and vegetables. We can't say, or it's not acceptable to say vegetables and fruit. Okay, so concerning the pronunciation, what are you going to do here, please? You are going to listen again to the word pairs you have got in the exercise above and try to notice that the main stress is usually put on the second word and the secondary stress is usually put on the first word, which means that the second word, this one here, sounds louder than the first word, like fruit and vegetables, herbs and spices. Okay, you can see here the second word is pronounced louder than the first word. So please try to practice saying the other word pairs and pronounce or try to pronounce the second word louder than the first one. For the exercise number 2, here I want you to use your WhatsApp. Try to call one of your classmates. One of you is going to be student A, and the other person is going to be student B. For the students A, you are going to say one of the word or one word of the word pair. Example here, knife, and the student B should say the second word. Okay, example here we say knife and fork. For the second person, you should pronounce this word louder than the first one. So learning about different cultures can be a great way of developing an understanding of cultural diversity. So to discover the British culture, could you please do this quiz? Okay, here you have got a quiz. Try to answer these questions. So it is about the eating habits of British people. So here you have got different questions. You are going to circle the correct option. When you finish, try to check your answers on page 134. There is a fact here. This is something that is true about British people. In Britain, people, or 98% of people have milk with their tea, and 45% have sugar. As you can see here, this is tea with milk, and we have got some sugar here, which means that 55% of British people don't have sugar with milk and tea. Okay, now we will move to talk about grammar. We are going to talk about how to use and form how much and many in a question. So please, I want you to notice the questions we have got here. These questions that start with how much and how many in the quiz. Please, I want you to notice these words, the words that come after much here. Chocolate. So look at chocolate here, rice, and that's all. So here, are we talking about countable or uncountable words? Chocolate. Can we count this word? Can we say one chocolate, two chocolates, or no? Okay. So rice. How about rice? Is it countable or uncountable? Can we say one rice, two rices, three rices, or four rices, and so on? So move now to observe the words that come after many, like potatoes and cups. So are they countable or uncountable nouns? Can we say one potato, two potatoes, three potatoes, and so on? Can we say one cup, two cups? We already said that countable words are the words that are able to be counted and form plural, and we said that uncountable nouns that are the words not able to be counted and that cannot form plural. So now practice using the questions with how much and how many here. So before that, I want you to choose the correct answer. When we ask questions, we use what? How many with countable or uncountable nouns? According to sentences you have got in the quiz, how much is used with countable or uncountable nouns. So please do this exercise. Try to fill in the blanks with how much, how many. Okay, and then I want you to answer these questions about yourself. So example, how much water do you drink every day? So here we have got an answer. I drink about 6 glasses of water every day. So try to answer these questions about yourself and then send them to the group. Okay, there is an activity that I want you to do here, please. I want you to work in group of 2 people. You have got some pictures here. I'm going to show you this picture, so just to make it clear. Okay, here. So girls are going to work on the picture A. So for you boys or men, don't look at this picture. Okay, try to find the name of this object first. The object, what do we call this object? For example, fridge, freezer, cooker, cupboard, and so on. Boys or men, try to work on the second picture, which is picture B. Okay, I want you to call each other, call someone that you feel comfortable with, and try to ask each other, or try to take it in turns to ask each other yes/no questions. So yes/no questions. Try to use there is, there are, some, and any. For example, you are going to say, are there any sausages on the table? Are there any sausages? So these are the food or the items that you should use. Are there any sausages on the table? Your partner is going to answer with yes or no, or say, is there any cheese in the fridge? Yes, there is. No, there isn't. That's all. So this is picture A. Okay, picture A. I'm going to put this worksheets in the group. Please try to interact with it. That's okay. For the way that you should give answers, please, I want you to take a sheet of paper, a piece of paper, or a copybook. Try to write the answers like this way, and then name. Don't forget this because it's very important. So write your name here and try to answer like this. Start with A. What is the tongue twister? You are going to record an audio of yourself saying the tongue twister 3 times, getting faster each time. Then move to reading the questions that I asked you to do, and so on. So this is how you should answer. I think that's all for this video. It was great having your attention. Please, if you have got any question, don't hesitate to put it in the group. I'm going to be here to respond your questions and to give you feedback to your responses. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.